This is the NBA, and these are the greatest basketball players in the world. One All-Star is sidelined with a knee injury as the greatest of the great get together for the 1970 NBA All-Star Game in Philadelphia. Jeff Mullins of the San Francisco Warriors. Lenny Wilkins, player-coach of the Seattle Supersonics. Tom Van Arsdale of the Cincinnati Royals. It's an all-out effort for all. A pass to Cunningham. Then into John Havlicek of the Boston Celtics for 2 points. Joe Caldwell to Connie Hawkins. Gets 2 for the West. San Diego Rocket star Elvin Hayes, the Big E. Jimmy Walker of the Detroit Pistons. And the incomparable Oscar Robertson. Willis Reed of the Knicks leads the East to a 142-135 victory and accepts the game's most valuable player trophy from Commissioner Walter Kennedy. This was a year in which the Knicks set an NBA record by winning 18 straight games and played before 1 million fans at home. It was the league's greatest year ever. More than 5 million fans watched NBA basketball. It was a year in which rookie Lou Alcindor, obtained by a toss of a coin, led the Milwaukee Bucks from last to second in their second season in the league. It was a year in which Jerry West, Mr. Clutch of the Los Angeles Lakers, won his first scoring championship in his 10th NBA season, averaging 31.2 points a game. NBA basketball has something for everybody. It has grace. It has speed. It has contact. You not only have to be good, you have to be tough to play NBA basketball. Now the entire season came down to the final 6 weeks. That annual pressure cooker known as the NBA playoffs. The Atlanta Hawks, first in the West, meet the surprising Chicago Bulls. The Bulls' strategy is to get the ball into their 7-foot center, Tom Boerwinkle. While the Hawks depend on their efficient fast break, started here by Bill Bridges, and ending with Walt Hazard. A block by Jim Davis, and the Hawks fast break the other way. Chet Walker is a consistent scoring threat for the Bulls. And Walt Wesley adds punch underneath. Hazard is a key man as Atlanta puts down the Bulls 4-1. Rookie coach Joe Mulaney got the Lakers into the playoffs despite a series of injuries. They meet Phoenix, coached by Jerry Colangelo in the opening round. The Lakers have their troubles with the Suns in the early going. Dick Van Arsdale scores from the best seat in the house. And Connie Hawkins, he of the incredible moves, helps the Suns gain a commanding lead of 3-1 over the Lakers. Then the tide turns. The talented hands of West go to work. Elgin Baylor gets hot. And Chamberlain, who missed all but 12 games during the regular season, begins to round into mid-season form. And it's just too much for Phoenix. Faced with early elimination, the Lakers sweep the last 3 games to defeat the Suns 4-3. That sets up the Western Division Final Series. The Los Angeles Lakers against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks find the ageless Elgin Baylor playing with the Baylor magic of old. Walt Bellamy gives the Hawks some reason for optimism. And Joe Caldwell penetrates the Laker defense to score. Bellamy on defense. But there is no stopping Chamberlain as he cooks the Hawks with stuffing. The Hawks have their feathers against the wall as the Lakers win the first 2 games in Atlanta. Defense is the Los Angeles key. But even superstars are human. An injury to Walt Hazard presses 38-year-old Atlanta coach Richie Guerin into emergency backcourt duty in the 3rd game. And the coach, little more than a part-time player for the past 3 seasons, shows them how. He scores 31 points in 1 game. But the Lakers are just too much. In the 3rd game, the Hawks know their goose is cooked. Chamberlain is fouled. And he goes to the line with 17 seconds remaining. And Atlanta leading by 1 point. Wilt, never renowned for his foul shooting, is at the line. Makes his first. And the second. And Los Angeles sweeps the series in 4 games. In the Eastern playoffs, the Knicks tangle with the Baltimore Bullets. And the first game sets the tone of this heart-stopping series. 24 seconds left. Bill Bradley ties it for the Knicks. Earl Monroe can win it for the Bullets in regulation time. Time runs out and they go into overtime. Again, the score is tied in the closing seconds of the first overtime. Barnett goes in for the winning basket, but it's blocked by Carter. Goaltending, argue the Knicks. No basket, says referee Mendy Rudolph. And you know who won that one. The Knicks win in double overtime to take the first game of the series. The Bullets are going to need all the help they can get. After dropping the first two games, the Bullets get a big lift from Wes Unseld, who grabs 36 rebounds in Game 3. And the series turns into a battle of centers. Willis Reed against Wes Unseld. Again, it's Reed. Now it's Unseld's turn. The Bullets even the series by winning the fourth game in Baltimore. And they come back to New York, tied at 2 games apiece. Earl the Pearl Monroe, the unstoppable Bullet, and Walt Frazier have their own private duel. Jump shots at 40 paces. Here's Earl, the defensive Pearl. And Frazier maneuvers to set his own screen. The man they call Clyde can do everything. And he has an uncanny instinct for being in the right place at the right time. This is what they call teamwork. The Knicks do it to perfection. New York puts it all together and beats Baltimore in 7 games. The Philadelphia-Milwaukee series is expected to answer the question, can a 7'2" rookie find happiness and success in the NBA? The Milwaukee Bucks pin all their hopes on Rookie of the Year Lou Alcindor. Jim Washington gives Philadelphia fans reason to cheer. But Flynn Robinson takes their joy away with this basket. It's good, says Mendy Rudolph. Not everybody agrees. Greer, a 12-year veteran, still has the moves. This jumper needs a little help. Billy Cunningham is practically a one-man wrecking crew for the 76ers. He scores 50 points in 1 game and averages 29 points for the series. But he cannot equalize the all-around performance of Alcindor. The tall and talented rookie does the job on both ends of the court. And he leads the young Bucks to victory, 4 games to 1. Now, the young Milwaukee Bucks against the more experienced Knicks for the Eastern Division Championship. Glenn Robinson gets Milwaukee started on their right foot. And the Knicks come back on a basket by Bradley. But the real story of the series is, can Reed contain Alcindor? Reed uses his body to keep Alcindor away from the basket. Giving almost 6 inches to Alcindor, Reed averages 28 points and 12 rebounds for the series. And although Milwaukee breaks through in the third game, this was to be the Bucks' only victory. The Knicks win the fourth game. The fifth game is so one-sided. They finish it with a starting five sitting on the bench. But there is still one more obstacle for the Knicks to overcome. Will Chamberlain is in top form now. This is the big one. The Knicks with a chance to win their first championship in their 24-year history. The Lakers in the finals for the 7th time in 10 years. Never a winner. Both teams are hungry. New York makes an important switch. Veteran Dick Barnett, a former Laker, is assigned to guard Jerry West. Barnett's work on West puts much of the load on Baylor and Chamberlain. And Dave DeBusschere plays a key role for New York. Of course, you don't stop a star like West all the time. The Knicks' strategy on West pays off as they win the first game. Los Angeles comes back to win the second game, and even the series at 1 game apiece. It's another battle of centers, this time Chamberlain against Reed. The scene shifts to the Los Angeles Forum for game number 3. And after 47 minutes and 48 seconds, the score is tied.
100, 100, and now the Knicks call timeout with 12 seconds to go. Let's see what Red Holzman has in store now for New York. Lakers trying to pressure the inbounds pass, and it comes in to Walt Frazier with 10 seconds now showing in the clock. 8 seconds left to go on the clock. 7, 6, 5. DeBusschere shoots. Hit with 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds. 1 second. West throws it up. He makes it. West threw it up and makes it. Over half court. The ball game is tied. Jerry West made it from the other side of the midcourt stripe.
The Lakers had the momentum after West's 60-foot shot, but the Knicks quickly turn the advantage in their favor and win the third game in overtime. The fourth game is another thriller. Mel Counts and Johnny Egan come off the Los Angeles bench to give the Lakers a big boost. While Willis Reed continues to be the man the Knicks look to in the tough spots. This is the game the Lakers have to win, and they bounce back from their third game disappointment. The coaches plot their strategy for this crucial tie-breaking game. The thing the Knicks feared happened after 8 minutes of Game 5.
Right there, at that particular time, I said, this is the end of a great, season. It can't end this way, But obviously I was hurt when I hit the floor. I knew I was hurt. But laying there for a moment, and once Danny came out and talked with me, and I could walk, I thought, well, maybe I just hurt myself just momentarily. And then when I stayed in the ball game, went down the floor, and it was a rebound, the shot went up, and I couldn't even jump. And I realized then that I was hurt. But I said, you know, this is too much to happen because we came so far. You know, this means so much to us now. We're in a good position to win this ball game, got to win one more, you know, then we'll be world champs. But I couldn't play anymore. And I went in the dressing room at halftime. They came in and the verdict was passed that I wouldn't be able to play the second half. And Cassie Russell, Dave Stowell came by and said, don't worry, big fella, so we're going to win it for you.
With their big feller out, the Knicks give Chamberlain a tremendous height advantage. At one point, the Lakers led by as many as 16. But a scrambling defense and sheer determination to win one for their captain helps New York stage an unbelievable comeback. Despite their overwhelming advantage, the Lakers are unable to cope with the fired-up Knicks, who constantly force Los Angeles into mistakes. The Lakers commit 30 turnovers, 19 in the second half. Everybody gets into the act. Dave Stallworth typifies New York daring by driving on Chamberlain. As promised, the Knicks win one for the ailing Reed, 107-100. With their captain and leader forced to watch from the sidelines in street clothes, the Knicks offer only token resistance to Chamberlain. The sixth game is all Chamberlain. There's no stopping Wilt the Stilt. This time he scores 45 points and takes 27 rebounds to lead the Lakers to a 135-113 victory. They return to New York for the seventh and final game, an entire season reduced to 48 minutes of basketball. Would Willis Reed play? New York fans figure that's their only hope against Chamberlain. The Knicks are on the court for the pregame warm-up, but their captain is not among them. Suddenly, the crowd is on its feet, roaring. In pain, and his movement obviously restricted, Reed provides the spark for the Knicks right at the beginning. Somehow, he scores his first two baskets. Nothing can stop the Knicks tonight. Not even Jerry West. Reed gives the Knicks the inspiration. And Frazier gives them everything else they need. He scores 22 points in the first half and puts the game out of reach. And he protects the lead on defense. Watch those hands, the fastest in the East. Who says crime does not pay? Everything the Knicks throw up seems to go in. It was all over but the celebrating. After 24 years of frustration, the New York Knickerbockers are champions at last. as they climax the NBA's finest and most exciting year. Excitement, that's the word for the NBA. And the new season holds the promise of still more to come. Expansion brings NBA basketball to 3 more cities. The Buffalo Braves will have Dick Garrett, a playoff star with the Lakers. The Cleveland Cavaliers drafted John Warren from the champion Knicks. Jim Barnett gives the Portland Trail Blazers a veteran of ability. And there will be new stars in the NBA. Stars like Pistol Pete Maravich of the Atlanta Hawks. College basketball's all-time scoring champion. And the big man the Detroit Pistons have been waiting for, Bob Lanier. And who can say for sure in the NBA's 25th season which way the ball will bounce?